is Matt Greiner. I play drums for the band August Burns Red. Our latest record is called Rescue and Restore. We recorded it last year in 2013, and it was a really fun record to make. I actually wrote all of the drums at home in my practice space before I went into the studio. I haven't done that in 6 or so years. In 2007, I wrote all the drums for Messengers in my practice space. Went into the studio, the producer would push play, click track would start, and I knew exactly what I was playing from the very beginning of the song until the end. It has pros and it has cons. I mean, the pros are that you know exactly what you're going to do next. So you don't have to be second guessing yourself as you're playing through this part, and now here comes the fill, and here comes the tempo change, and now you're in the next part. You know exactly what's coming next. The cons, I guess, would be that there's not as much improvisation in the studio, and because I've done that for 2 records since Messengers, I was kind of ready for a change and going back to having this premeditated recording process where I knew exactly what drum parts I was going to be playing. Some of the parts were really musical, and there wasn't a lot else going on in the song, and I knew that. And so I wanted cymbals that stood out and could contribute to the song to fill that space. The standout cymbal, I think, in my setup is the 14-inch K-Session hi-hats. I like that they're really crisp, but that they don't sound too tinny or thin. A lot of times in the past I've tried out hi-hats that have that really crisp, kind of Carter Beauford sound where you have the stick definition, but I've lost a lot of the fullness of the sound when the cymbals are open and they're clashing together. You're playing a thrash beat or blast beat. They don't sound full like the rest of your cymbal setup, and I didn't like that. And these hats are very, they aren't just like a one-hit wonder where they're good at one thing. They're really well-rounded cymbals. I didn't do a lot of changing to my cymbals. I found a setup that's really worked out well for me over the past 8 or 9 years that I've been with Zildjian. I mean, I haven't changed a whole lot because I'm happy with the A customs I'm using as crashes. I'm happy with the K ride. It's heavy and it has an awesome stick definition for the thrash parts. I'm really happy, of course, with my effects cymbals. That's sort of my bread and butter. I love the go-to effects cymbals where I'm playing really fast stuff and you can hear everything pop. So I'm playing a 13-inch Oriental trash china in the middle, like directly in front of me in between the 2 toms. To my left, I'm playing a 9-inch Oriental splash, 2 A custom cymbals, one bigger, one smaller, the K ride, K china to my left, 18-inch. I have 2 bells as well, a 6.5-inch and a 9-inch, and those are custom bells that I made at the Zildjian factory. They were kind enough to create a sound that I was going for to accentuate some of the faster parts where I really want that defined, organic bell sound. That's hard to get in just a natural ride cymbal. In other words, it's hard to get a bell that competes, for a spot in the mix, and these bells are great. But they're just for me. I'm sorry. There's only 2. So yeah, that's pretty much the setup, and like I said, I've stuck with it for the last 8 years or 9 years because I'm happy with it. Everything's standard for me at this point with Zildjian because I'm completely content with the setup, and if it's not broken, don't fix it. If you're happy with it, then you're happy with it, and that's kind of where I'm at with my cymbal setup. So.